Greetings! I'm here to tell you about the horrible truths about food dyes. Luckily for me, I was in school and I did my own research paper on food dyes about 2015. So I've kind of have a little bit of knowledge already. And I used this study. It's called Food Dyes Rainbow of Risks. I don't know if you'd be able to access it online, but there's the hard copy first source. Anywho, food dyes. We don't eat them. They shouldn't be in anything. They cause nothing but adverse effects. And the food industry people have known about this since the studies began. So I'm going to share with you just a little bit of information about each dye. I hope it can be understood clearly because I'm new to making these videos, okay? So bear with me. I will try to also write things in the description, okay? All right, moving on. Before I cut out, I forgot to tell you that the base for these food dyes is petroleum. It says that on the slide, but still. Petroleum is a fossil fuel, okay? The fact that we put a fossil fuel in our body in any form is really not okay. Okay, so moving on. So here we are in the reds. Red 3 and red 40 are going to take a long time to get out of the products. They're pretty much in almost everything. Okay, we use hundreds of thousands of pounds of food dye daily for everybody in the world. Well, yearly. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so red 3, in the 90s, they saw that it was causing cancer, obviously causing cancer. So what they did is they banned it from being used on the eyes, on the face externally. You can still use it in the oral drugs, okay? The maraschino cherries, that's red 3. Stop eating those, okay? Because they said they weren't going to do anything about it. Everybody knows these food dyes are bad for us. Okay, I'm sick of the lies. Aren't we sick of the lies yet? Okay, I have noted a chronic and the genotoxic 12 rats and 3 dogs from 1973 study. Unfortunately, it's not in my notes right in front of me, but they died, all dead. Let's go to red 40. This one seems to be more for the hypersensitivity. Okay, all these kids with ADHD and the numerous spazzing out, okay, it's related to the food dyes. The food dyes have a huge impact on hypersensitivity and allergies. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so for yellow, this is yellow 6. We have it also called sunset yellow. That sulfonated AZO dye. You need to look at the names of all of these products when you're buying anything, okay? Because yellow 6 is a huge one for the hypersensitivity. Look here, we have here in 1949, they knew it caused, excuse me, hypersensitivity. Okay, it affects the guts, the kidneys, your digestive tract. And let me tell you what it said in the study. The kids are not all right, but it didn't say this specifically. The kids are not all right. Besides the organ damage, cancer, birth defects, allergic reactions, and mixing yellow 5 causes hypersensitive and behavioral problems. That is in the study. Behavioral problems are seen in yellow 6 and mixed with yellow 5. Okay, here we are, yellow 5, also known as tartazine. Well, it induces chromosomal aberrations, again, in our DNA. Remember the frogs, synapses. These things are affecting us so minutely that we don't really see it. We don't know what's going on. the study here that's very important is that the hives and the way that certain people reacted, it almost killed them. There was such a push to even get yellow 5 taken out of the market because of the allergic reactions in adults. In adults was found, but it didn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter what it does to us people because it might change the food coloring or whatever. It is specifically used, the tartazine. Okay, moving on. Okie dokie, blue. Blue 1 or in blue 2. The blue 2 is also an indigo carmine. That one really affected the male rats. They wanted to discount blue 2 altogether. Oh, no, not a big deal because it was just the male rats. See, all these studies, it affects the male rat's sperm. Therefore, the sperm infects into the womb, and then babies are born with all of these kinds of defects, that they couldn't even help because it's already in the sperm. Blue 1, kidney tumors in mice. Hypersensitivity. There's brain tumors in that one. Next. Green dye, just also synthetic. I don't really see much of this dye in anything. It is also the least used, but it definitely lots of testicle high dose in male rats. Something there. Okay, and last is the citrus red 2. That one is only used in oranges. They inject the orange skin so it becomes more orange. Unnecessary. Okay. 2, the mortality rate on this food dye is astronomical. They literally had to euthanize all of the animals that were tested. Okay. So food dyes aren't good for us in any way, shape, or form. And if there is anything you can do to alleviate something from your diet, start by not buying things with lots of food dyes or preservatives. I'll do a video maybe about the hydrogenated. That's not a good word for any of us to be ingesting hydrogenated, but that's a different video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's performance. This is like a performance, which makes me very nervous, but regardless, I'm here to make videos for you. I'm going to do the best I can. This is all very new, and I've got lots of messages about lots of different things to help you heal from the inside. And the first and most important thing is what you eat. Okay? Have a great night. Take care.